Hello, Ray Phoenix here again, and this is Sega Rally 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. This is one of the first games I bought on my Sega Dreamcast. I don't have very many games for the Sega Dreamcast, mostly because not that many games were released for the Sega Dreamcast, considering the fact it didn't last very long. But it still had a pretty good run, despite the fact it was short-lived. This is one of the better games, it's one of the best racing games in the system, Sega Rally 2. It's probably just as good. Sounds like it's even better than Gran Turismo 2, which came out on the PS1 the same year of 1999. I see I entered in my name as Ray. I'm going to be called Ray while I drive. So it works is you do one lap of each course in the Championship arcade mode. You do one lap from each course, and it goes up to like a few courses, a few tracks and all, but it equals up to like a few minutes of... The championship's only like 4 minutes long, or 5 minutes long. It's not very long to do a whole championship. You do a bunch of them in a short amount of time. And the guy in the PIC, there's a guy that tells you which direction to turn in as well. Easy left, easy right. Not that you really need that. I mean, Gran Turismo 2 didn't have that, and I still got for that very well. Sometimes I think I might even like this game more than Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2, which came out 2 years later in 2001. These graphics are very good for 1999, considering it's Sega Dreamcast, which Sega Dreamcast was a more powerful system than the PS1, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns in the track, as you could see here. I've played Gran Turismo 2 and 3 a lot as well. I've played those games. I haven't made any videos of those games yet, but I have played those games a lot in the past. And you see, that's the first lap. As you can see, the first lap equals first race. It only took me a minute and 2 seconds. I'm in the 12th place. So you start off here at 16th place, and you gradually, when you pass people, you increase your rank, and you start that rank, that spot and position in the next race. So, I'm in 12th place. There's a lot of ads in this game for car-related things. So there's Castrol's and Castor Oil. There's a lot of real car companies in this game. They're mostly Japanese. There's some French companies and Italian companies in here as well, and some other car companies. But it's mostly all Japanese cars. I also have Sega Rally on the Game Boy Advance, which I will do a video of that eventually. Again, the tracks in this game get progressively more and more difficult as they go on. The desert was easy. This one's a little bit more difficult, but still relatively easy. About to pass at Subaru Impreza, I think that was a Subaru Impreza. Hairpin rights, I hate hairpin turns. So I have to pass as many of them as I can. And then they have that corduroy bridge over there. And then, whoa, twists and turns. Yeah, so this is very fast-paced. It's probably, believe it or not, this might actually be my favorite rally racing game, like my favorite, like, realistic car racing game. I actually think I do like this more than Gran Turismo, come to think of it. I think there was also a Sega Rally game on the Xbox. I know they made Sega GT on the Xbox, which I have it too, which was actually Sega GT Online, believe it or not. Actually was the first game I bought on the Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox until like 2015, so... yeah, I got it much later than most people did. Same with Sega Dreamcast. I didn't get a Sega Dreamcast until 2011. A lot earlier than when I got my Xbox. But it was still later than a lot of other people got their Sega Dreamcasts. I had PS1 back in this day, and that's the system I really played on when I was a kid growing up. I always played on PS1 a lot. I didn't have a Sega Dreamcast or an N64 or any of that. That's why I remember playing games like Gran Turismo and R4 and stuff like that a lot. That's what I mostly played on back in that day. Now you see that this is where the game starts to get more difficult, because we're driving on an icy road where we're going to be swerving around and twisting and turning all around. It's hard to maintain control, and you don't have snow tires in this game either, so it makes it even harder to drive around. I think it's supposed to be like it looks like the Swiss Alps almost, or someplace like that. Like in Gran Turismo 3 when you race in like the Alps. And Gran Turismo 4, I haven't played Gran Turismo 4 very much. A friend of mine on YouTube, Arcanine50, I think is his name, he made a video of himself playing Gran Turismo 4 on YouTube. He didn't seem to do very well at it though, but I can't blame him for that. It is a complicated game. If you're not accustomed to racing games, like these kind of racing games, you're gonna mess up a lot. Heck, I messed up a lot when I played Gran Turismo 4. On the few times I did play Gran Turismo 4, I don't have a Gran Turismo 4. I only played at my friend's house a few times. I mostly play Gran Turismo 2 and 3 more, and this game, Sega Rally 2. I believe this is the final track now in the championship. The Riviera. What a fancy place to end a championship at. This place is like those tracks in that Jet Moto 2 game I played a little earlier, where you have to constantly turn around at one end and drive away the other end and turn to a hairpin turn, and then there's other weird twists and curves and the awkward curves in the road. But then again, this is the hardest track in the game, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I really do wish the Sega Dreamcast lasted longer than it did. I wish the Sega Dreamcast had a lot more games on it. I think this Dreamcast definitely had the potential to become one of the best systems ever made. Well, it is one of the best systems ever made, but I don't think it had the potential to become more than was. It could have done like internet browsing. It could be browsing the internet, go watching YouTube on my Sega Dreamcast. I could be talking to friends over it and playing more games. They could have made stuff like, I don't know, Simpsons games on it, or even like Wipeout games. So they could have, if Psygnosis never bought Sony, they may have made games for Sega Dreamcast. That would Wipeout on Sega Dreamcast. That would be awesome. And there's a lot of other great stuff on Dreamcast too. The Dreamcast had a bright future out of it. Unfortunately, that bright feature was taken away from it way too early in 2001, less than 2 years after its release. That was pretty bad. I think the Sega Dreamcast very well might be the only system that the best short-lived system. Out of all the best systems ever made, it's the only one that was short-lived. It definitely had a bright future ahead of itself. Then again, my YouTube channel has a bright future ahead of itself too. I hope that doesn't happen to my YouTube channel. Nah, I don't think it will, but yeah, it is kind of a shame why I'm in the Sega Dreamcast. I really do wish it lasted longer than it actually did. It really is a good system. I really do like playing on Sega Dreamcast. I really do wish I had more games. I see it's doing donuts in the dirt. Just going to show the cracks now. You should usually skip because they're so long and unnecessary. Now loading. You can hear my Dreamcast grinding up a lot. That's what the Sega Dreamcast is. It's a very noisy system. Got a hit in new record 5th place, which is very good. So I'm going to save my files. You can see they're saved to my VMU card in the Sega Dreamcast. And of course, you can probably guess I am playing this on an actual Sega Dreamcast. I'm not using an emulator for this. This is the real thing, the real McCoy, the real actual Sega Dreamcast. So yes, you can see the game is over. Ray Phoenix signing out.